Welcome again, brothers.
Yo.
I'm D.
I'm Ne.
It's the Future Fathers FF podcast.
Let's go.
As we do, my brothers, I hope you've all had a good week.
For real.
Yeah, you do. I hope you've all had a good rest. And if you haven't, I hope you was as blessed as you could have been and took things in I can't say the right way because I don't know what the right way is. You don't know what the right way is. I hope you all took things as best as you could have. Let's just put it that way. Okay. So Nay's here with me today again, as he is.
Yeah, we're here, man.
It's not a surprise. It's always a surprise, really. Always a surprise.
What's the surprise?
Today, drugs, okay?
Remember out of the old school Marshall Mathers, Slim Shady.
Drugs, okay?
You get
Hold
me?
on. Oh, that's the big one coming, just reaching inside the house.
Yeah, do you know what? Yeah, it's like every week you don't get to hear my big nephew get to say hello or walk on.
Yes, man.
You know what we should do every time he comes in from work or the gym? You get me?
Yep.
Just make him say I walk on to everyone out there.
We're gonna do that.
That's what we're gonna do from now on.
Yeah,
you get me? And when the camera's up, they'll see nephew.
Oh yeah,
you know
definitely. Because he is a future father after all.
Not for now.
No, not for. That's why I said future, boy. That's why I said future. Yes, but today, my brother, we jumping feet first into some drugs, some drugs. Reason being is because we both got teenagers in vulnerable positions with friends and people around them and this, that and the other, and we know what youths are like because we were all youths one time, so we all know what peer pressure is like, or we all have some formal understanding of how peer pressure can actually mold people into doing things that they don't necessarily want to do, especially when it comes to people that you either look up to or you hold in some kind of high regard. Them being your brethren or, close people around you, you kind of want to emulate what they're doing or be in some way, shape or form, be involved in said thing. So you can because we're talking about the youths today, so they can be more involved in the circle. They can be a part of the circle.
Yeah.
So my brother, I don't know how you feel about it, or I probably do.
You know, damn.
Yeah. I probably do.
Yeah.
So obviously we know children and drugs don't mix, and they ain't supposed to.
Mm-hmm.
I think.
How you trying to word it?
That's it. I think the better question is, when do you, as a parent, inform your child about these things that happen around them daily? They might not see them. They might see them. You don't know. But when do you think, when would be the right time for you, in your personal opinion, for you to have to address that situation?
You know what? Jump to be honest with you,
Yes. 100%, wholeheartedly.
I think there's bare ways, and every parent's different. You get me? Yeah. So
that's why I love my brother. My brother's he's not a dickhead. My brother
man,
knows that everyone's an individual.
Everyone's different, man. You know what I mean? But I think so. I ban my herbs in it.
Yeah.
And obviously,
we I'm not gonna leave man out on the limb. We ban herbs.
And obviously, man don't always smoke outside.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously, there's gonna be a whiff of smoke in the house. I'll never smoke with my kids in the room. Yeah, but there's gonna maybe be a whiff of smoke or whatever. Or they might say I want a little Rizzler sheet just before man's hiding all my stuff away.
Yeah.
And it's one of them ones where so cool man's got 3 different ages there, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
so essentially, you might have to have that conversation
I have
3
3
times, bro.
different explanations right now. If they all come into me right now and say, "Well, Dad, what's that?" Yeah, I'll be real with you. Yeah, the big one, who's 16, guy in college now, and she done well with her GCSEs. Give thanks. Because of the type of person she is. Not even because of the type of, but because of the age she's at. I'll be more inclined to say, right, yeah, this is what it does. obviously as a parent, I would say after is I wouldn't advise you to do none of this. You get me?
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, regardless of the medicinal purposes or whatever the case, it's still gonna mash up your body if you don't deal with it correctly, innit?
Of course.
Yeah. So with the big one, I'll explain, not in depth, but maybe in depth. With the middle one, who's 13, 14, and he's a boy now. So this is where it's mad.
Where it differs again.
Yeah. Now, with his brethrens and his social circle, I know a lot of them, so I can see, and I know parents of his friends, innit? So I kind of know, I can gauge what his friends grow up around and see. I know to an extent. You get me? Yeah. With him, I will have maybe the same kind of conversation I'll have with my big one. Because you're a boy, I'm not really trying to mince my words with you.
Yeah.
And I need him to understand the levels of what's going on. Because he's a boy and he's gonna be out there, innit?
Yep.
Yeah. With the little one, cool. To be honest with you, yeah. So I've not explained nothing to her, but she's 5 in December, innit? Yeah.
Yep.
And she, she's quite talkative, she's quite smart. You get me?
Very assertive.
So she knows.
Smart.
Yeah, she knows daddy's smoking, innit?
Yep.
You get me? But she also knows it's very, very bad for you, and daddy's going to stop.
Yep. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying to you? Daddy's gonna stop smoking. At that age, I'm not trying to tear away her innocence. You know what I'm saying to you? So for me, and that's just with ganders. With anything else, obviously there ain't no hard drugs around my youths and that. Nah. But with these things, I probably wouldn't even give an explanation with those things there. I would give an explanation. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'll probably give more of a warning than an explanation when it comes to
yeah.
You get me? When they get a certain age, and their life's pattern, and they got job and this, that, and the other, whatever they're doing in their times, whatever they're doing in their time, innit? Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose the older they get, the more explaining you give them. The younger they are, the more warning you give them. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And the maddest thing is, you said something like, well, the older man gets you, the more they know anyway.
Yep, the more they've been made aware of it, and not necessarily by you. Yeah,
internet, songs, music,
videos,
TV, everything. Like you said, everything.
Yep.
So they're gonna. I think in this day and age, the way everything is so not even aimed at the youths. The way everything is so accessible, it would be kind of nuts to not talk to your youths about this.
It would be. So. It definitely would be, bro. And also, I think circumstance plays a big role in that, and not only that, where you live. Because if you live out in the country and your youths don't see things like that, you don't have to bring up that conversation. It's the honest truth.
But the maddest thing in the country, them man there will delve more into the hard drugs.
Yes.
And you know what I find with country youths, I'm not talking about youths who's lived in London and moved actual country bumpkin youths with all love and that.
Yep. The ones that live out there.
One thing I notice is what they get up to, their equivalent of fuckeries or asshole behaviour.
Yep.
Is a completely different asshole behaviour to the kids where you
living in the city.
Yeah. It's a madness. You know what I'm saying? So them man there probably already burning this, that, and the other down at Uncle's farm at the bottom of the you know what I'm saying? But where in my head, there was once upon a time less things for them to get involved in. Obviously, them man is gonna rob cars or do all idiot things.
Them ones there do some madness out there.
But it's not gonna be like everyone's getting chefed or shot up. You get me?
Yep.
Do you know what I mean?
Yep. Yeah, man. What you see as well, where you live, what you see, who you're around. It's your whole life, circumstances and everything. Because as you know, when Jay was older, or younger should I say, when he was 5, bringing him back from school, little one as well. No, I can't remember anyway. One of my boys was 5. I remember bringing them back from school, and there's crackers on the stairs in the block rally, shooting up as I'm bringing the youths up the stairs. Now I'm thinking to myself, well, hold on a second. My youths asking me as I got to the top of the stairs, what are they doing? So I've already they've seen it. It's something they've seen. I now have to give them some explanation as to what has happened. I'm not, as you said, I got 2 boys. I'm not trying to sugarcoat it, but they're too young for me to give them the full explanation.
You get me?
Yeah. So as far as it went was, they're doing medicine that is very, very bad for them. They're taking medicine that is not good for them.
Hey, I shouldn't be laughing. They're doing medicine that's very bad for them.
It's not good for them. What they're doing is not okay. And where they're doing it, and the worst thing about it was a woman that was shooting up with 2 men watching her, and she was shooting up in her groin. So she's got her trousers around her knees and everything on the stairs in a block where anyone can walk into the block at any moment. As we did.
Nephew done see it. You get me?
You get me?
Yeah.
So I can't really hide it from them. But the older they've got, the more explanation they've been given. Like when Jay started secondary school, he's telling me about, I've got a friend who he drinks Jack Daniels on the weekend. I said, no, he don't. Said, yeah, he does, Dad. He does. I said, no, he don't. Because if he did, he'd be in hospital.
No, do you know what?
Brother,
what age is
he's like 14, he's telling me this youth's drinking a litre of Jack Daniels.
Yeah, no, not
He'd be in the hospital.
That's alcohol poisoning.
Exactly. So I had to break it down for him then. Like, you're now going to school and you've got people around you that's already telling you about, oh yeah, I've got people around me that shot in this, that and the other. So I know some of you may think to yourself, you know what, Lee, what you did was not okay. But what I did was, and I'm going to tell you, because I believe in sharing the information so you can take it on and be like, well, you know what, I don't think you did it like that. But yeah, in under the circumstances, you dealt with it okay. So what I did was, as I said, I smoked. I brought out what I had in my house and put it on the table and showed him and said, well, do you know what? Now no one can't tell you what this, that or the other looks like because you see it in your house. Your dad has it. And he just looked at me and he was like, oh, okay. Like,
no shock factor.
Exactly. Nobody can't surprise you with nothing with this now. And the funny thing was, Elmo's brother, Lou, was there the same day that this happened. This is my brother-in-law. My brother-in-law, after the conversation, actually said to me, do you know what? I wish I had somebody to do that for me.
Yeah, man.
Because as a man, you need somebody to show you right and wrong. You need somebody to show you this is good, this is bad. This is what you can kind of do. This is what you shouldn't do. And bro, since then, I can honestly, hand on my heart, say that the boys come to me every single time anybody else has said something to him about any form of drugs, and he's always been like, no, I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm all right.
That's what it's about, bro. And I also think, like, kind of tried to not face, but like I've said on other episodes, like watching you raise the boys and that, one thing that has always been prevalent, is they've always been doing something. Now, that there, don't get it twisted. There's devils everywhere, innit?
Yes, there is.
There is everywhere, cuz, and it's not just the drugs that you gotta save your youths from, innit?
Nope.
Yeah, but you see, you got your youths doing something, that they enjoy and that they love and that they understand what could affect them doing what they're doing.
Yeah.
Like, that's a big separation, a head start already.
Yeah, bruv, because it eliminates certain things instantly.
No chilling on the block and that. Obviously, when they get to a certain age,
because they will all do it. We've all got friends that live in the same vicinity as us.
Yeah. It might not be chilling on the block, like we're going to man's virgin job, because they've missed out the chilling on the block session. You get me? And that's how I'm trying to get it with my lot, like. And I've seen that it's worked to an extent. Like, man still had man's little pitfalls and scares and flip outs here and there. But when I gauge it, but I'm not a man who there's parents who do this like oh yeah, but so and so as you look at over there and at least they're not doing that. I'm a man who's like this. Like, I can respectfully when your youth's not doing what other people are doing, that's wavy, like other badness, isn't it? But I don't care what my man's doing over there.
That's not my youth.
That's got nothing to do with that. You know what I'm saying to you? At the end of the day, my section needs to know how my section will go on. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then they can make their own whatever's the older they get.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, like you're not for doing none of that.
No, man. No, definitely not. Definitely not. And I know people say, oh, yeah, but weed is a gateway drug. Brethren, listen, let me tell you something. Yeah. The majority of men that I know that smoke weed don't touch nothing else.
Yeah, man, just burn man's weed.
Yep.
Man might
That's it.
try to look the way they say, but bro, man might all man's burning it is weed.
Yep.
And even that though, like I feel like society has made weed such a well, when man was younger, it weren't cool to smoke
You
weed.
couldn't tell nobody you burn trees.
It weren't cool, fam.
No, not at all. Now, what?
It's cool. It's the thing now, isn't it? That they've
Everyone and
marketed
their
it.
flipping nan smokes.
Yeah, they've marketed it in such a way that the youths, it's mad.
It's
So-
almost like they have to. If
Yeah.
you're not smoking or you're not doing vaping or something,
Yeah, what are you doing?
Yeah, you're not cool. You're not it. Like you can't run with certain people. Yeah, well, I've always been a firm believer in you ain't supposed to be no follow fashion, you know. Yeah, don't be a sheep.
Do you know what's mad, yeah? When you saying this stuff, when I talk to like my big one about these situations, or smoking or whatever, certain time man feel like a hypocrite.
Yo, bro, come on, me too.
But you know what? I'm gonna be a hypocrite up until the age of 25, 30 years old. You get me? I'm gonna tell you not to do nothing.
Of course.
What I've done, that's detrimental.
Yeah, because you can see from life. Oh, did you do that? Okay, good. Yeah, you can see from life. Yeah, how certain things break down your health, and there's certain drugs and certain things that you can do that will break down your health a lot quicker than others.
Yeah.
Now, I know a certain man that's done sniff, I know a certain man that's done brown, and their health, same age as me, 40 years old, yeah, and they look like they're in their 50s, 60s.
But you know what it is? It's not. You know what it is?
Abuse.
It's not even just the drug, because you know what comes with that now? Comes the lifestyle of the drug now.
Yeah.
You get me? So if you're not, if them man there ain't eating, and they're not drinking water, and they're not sleeping correctly, plus you're putting these chemicals in your thing that's designed to deteriorate the human body.
Yep.
So a man look like zombies out here. And that's one thing, like man's always like, I'm shook. I never want my youth to look like that.
Nah.
But do you know what? This is one thing. Like, man will never condone the use of drugs and that, future fathers, yeah. But before you judge, yeah, like if any of you, because there might even be some of you, man's been a bit insensitive. There might even been some of you who's got youths right now who's fully doing whatever they're doing, and you just don't know how to deal with it. You get me? Yeah.
Yep.
I'll be real with you. I'm gonna say this: as much as man advise your youths not to do these things, yeah, a lot of the time, yeah, some of these things are a coping mechanism for life, bro.
I'm glad you brought that up, brother. I'm glad you brought that
You
up.
feel me? Like,
Yeah.
sometimes, yeah, cause man used to, I used to look at these like meetings and be like, oh my days. But when, as a big man, and I'm looking at life, you know, like people can die, like loved ones can die, and you lose your house, you lose your job, you lose everything, and your brethren so happens to be sparking up a rock or doing all that, and a man there fall into that. Like. Or even as a youth, because that's big people. But as a youth, not to be funny, a lot of people forget what it's like to be a kid. Right, girls broke your heart. You don't fit in with none of the man them. Like everything's dead at school. Home's a bit hard. Or the youth might not feel like they can talk. Or, like, what do you think? Like, do you understand what I'm saying to you, fam? And at that age, getting addicted to things that give you a high, it's more of a need. You get me? Because they're still battling with their hormones. They're up and down. They're everywhere.
Yeah.
You get me? So I will always say, yeah. You get me? Deal with the matter, and obviously tell them that this isn't what you want for them or whatever the case. But as a parent though, like sit back and really try and look at, because like literally, and I'm talking about when you're away from your youth, like when you're just watching the TV, not even watching, when you're just sat down or doing something, like just think like raw, how's home? How must home be for the shoot? How much? Because you know, man, as parents, yeah, we feel like we're doing the most. But as kids, yeah, we felt like sometimes our parents weren't doing enough.
Yep. And as parents, we tend to kind of overlook that.
You see what I'm
We
saying?
definitely tend. I do. I'm definitely going to tell you, I'm victim of that. Certain time, I tend to think of it from my own perspective because I'm the parent now. But then, as you said, certain time I have to sit down, or I do sit down and I look at the situation. I look back on things and I'm like, oh, you know what? If only my mum did deal with certain things this way. Would things be like? You can't dwell on things. You shouldn't do
But there's
that.
always gonna be questions.
Exactly. But for this in particular product, I told you what happened when my mum found out I was smoking.
Oh, them blood.
Yeah, right.
Hey, big up and
What my mum did to me, my brother, 10 brothers.
Champion
listen, right,
state.
so, in my bedroom when I was younger, I had a shelf right beside my door. Yeah, my mum never troubled my shelf. My mum never really come in the bedroom. She always used to tell me to tidy it, and I did what I was told. Yeah, as best as I could. Now, this one evening, my mum goes to me. It's a Sunday. She said to me, "Oh, you finished tidying up?" I was like, "Yep." She goes to me, "When you gonna iron your clothes?" I said, "I'm gonna do them when you finish yours." Sitting in my bedroom, just looking at my mum in the doorway. Mum just look. You know when you just look around someone's room like, because you're having a conversation, you just paying attention to what's in their room.
Big up,
brother. On my shelf, I had a stack of books and this, that, and the other bits. I used to roll my zoots and leave them inside. Bro, I don't know how my mum see them because you couldn't see them.
Probably smart them, my dog.
Yeah, well, she knew I was smoking. I'm not gonna lie, mum knew I was smoking. Mum, I love you for that because the way you nabbed man, it was dope. She just said it and she was like, "Oh, so what you smoking? Yeah, come here." I have to get up now, innit? I can't just sit there and not say nothing. So I got up, 5 zoots, brothers. This is when skunk was a big thing. Yeah, so. My mum said to me, "Oh, do you want to smoke, yeah?" Smoke then. Yeah, 5 zoots.
Smoke, yeah.
And my mum ironed her clothes and made me sit on the stairs in the house. Now, the house was a nice house, and there was 2 flats of stairs.
Stories.
Yeah, no, it was a nice 2 flat of stairs. I'm sitting on the top flight of stairs on the top step watching my mum iron clothes on a Sunday evening, smoking. And I'm smoking. I'm lit my first one. I'm like, "Oh well, my mum said I can smoke, yeah. Alright, cool." So I lit my thing. I'm like, "Yeah." And then got about halfway through. I was like, "Yeah, this is alright. This is okay." Mum said to me, "You good?" I was like, "Yeah." Answering with full confidence, you know, chest high.
Full confidence, Mumsy led you into the trap.
Yeah, yes, but I didn't know that. Yeah, I didn't know that. And I got through the first one. Thought, alright, get me. I sit down and smoke trees with the man them all the time. This is nothing. Like the next one, then it's like, okay, lit the next one. 2's through that one. 3's through it, and now I'm starting to feel a bit. Ooh, so this is a bit big. Mama goes to me, "You alright?" My tune changed from "yeah" to "yeah, I'm good." Finish that one. She goes to me, "Like the next one, then." I got 3 left to go, brother.
Light it.
And I lit it reluctantly. Yeah, reluctantly lit the 3rd one, and I was like, "Okay, brother." My mum's standing there still ironing clothes, taking her time because she knows she can take her time. Yeah.
You just want to see man pop down.
Exactly. My brothers, listen to me. I got 4 pulls into my 3rd spliff and my head was spinning. I was rocked. My mum stand up there looking at me, big smile on her face. "You alright?" This time now I'm like, yeah. I did not feel okay. I'm not gonna lie. As I said, there's 2 flights of stairs in my house. Now when my mum's paying attention to ironing her clothes, I picked up 1 zoot and I dropped it down the stairs. And when it got to the ground floor, it kind of rolled underneath the stairs now.
Nice.
Yeah, so I was like, right, okay. I got rid of 1.
Man's like, I got rid of the spliff, you know.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. So I'm like, I'm still smoking the third one. I'm like a 2's way through this spliff now, and I'm like, how am I going to do this? Now my mum's watching me, and I'm thinking, I'm going to get full. I'm going to get full. Still smoking. Now I'm taking my time smoking this spliff, and I'm smoking. And my mum's still asking me, you alright? And I said, I'm still brazen.
Yeah, man. Good over there.
I'm okay. Take my time. And I got to maybe a freeze, and I managed to pick up the next zoot and drop it down the flight of stairs to the ground floor. So now I'm thinking, right, I've only got this one. It's gone out, I lit it back, and unbeknownst to me, I don't know whether my mum thought, I've never even had the guts to ask her whether she knew I did drop the 2. And I finished it. I said to her, yeah, mum, I'm finished. And she looked at me, dead in my face, and she goes to me, are you okay now? My brother. I had to say to her, no, I'm not.
Yeah, that's what you
No,
need
I'm
to
not.
tap out, because
No.
mums will make you feel it again.
I'm not okay.
She make you feel it.
Yeah, bro. I'm not okay. I had to tell her, no, I'm not. And she just goes to me, good. That was it. Done. Good was the last thing she said. And I was like, what do you mean? Like, and I was like, I stunned, because I was like, I didn't know that's what you was going to do when you found out.
Yeah.
But I told you what, the amount of respect I got for my mum for doing that to me, bro, I'm 40 years old. I don't even hold a spliff in front of my mum.
Yeah, nah, come on, never that. Nah.
Like, I would. The funny thing is, like, when I go up to check mum, if she's not there, or even if she's there, man will burn in the garden. But anyhow she comes out through the door, I'm putting it down. Yeah, yes, mum. Yeah. But the whole point in that is how you deal with the situation and your child.
Like, don't get it twisted, yeah. Everyone's gonna deal with it differently. You know? Everyone's gonna deal with it like big mum, you get me? But the point of the matter is, yeah, you know what I'm saying? She dealt with it because she wanted her son to feel like, yo, this is, you feel good, but this is what it can do. You
Exactly.
know? You get me?
And I found out.
You know what I'm saying? Obviously, man's still bailing it today. But the point of the matter is, because you're not gonna have control over your youth. You don't want them to smoke or drink, so they're not gonna smoke or drink.
They're not around you all the time. Remember that. They
You see
get
what I'm
older.
saying? I think the nugget, yeah, is differently how you show your children your standpoint on their decisions.
Yes.
Because they're always gonna make their decisions. But the younger they are and coming up, if we support their decisions, they're full-heartedly and confident with it. If we do not support their decisions, then they're a bit like, okay, I'm either going to do this because I want to spite you, or I'm not going to do it because get me, the confidence ain't with them.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, if you stay in a madness and you pull them up and you deal with it, then yeah, bro, they will know. But you said something about peer pressure, yeah?
Yeah.
And something came to my head,
Yeah.
It's mad. We need to get
We need to get chat.
We need to get more
rolling in
thingy with
there.
you lot, because I just want to answer this.
We need to get more interactive with you guys, and it's coming. It is.
Yeah, it's coming. But like peer pressure, like you said peer pressure, and the first thing that sprang to my head here is, other than life, peer pressure is one of the biggest teachers in life. Yeah, because you learn by making mistakes, right?
Oh, yeah.
Being in uncomfortable situations or situations that are new to you.
Yep.
Yeah. Now, peer pressure doesn't stop when you hit 18.
Yeah.
You feel
Most
me?
people seem to think peer pressure is just a thing that happens in school and college, and then it's gone.
Peer pressure did there until you're in the ground.
What?
Yeah. Like,
yes.
I think that is one of the, and obviously as a youth, yeah, like, bro, half of the things I done, half of the things I know now, yeah, started out because someone that, not half, I'm not really a follower like that, but a couple things started out because, my brethren done that.
Yep.
And this is what happened.
Yep, me too, bro.
And the man them say, like, come man, come we just,
a couple other people tried it and it's alright. So
come we just, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then, you know what I'm saying, but man's learnt some major lessons from those things. You know what I'm saying to you?
Yeah.
And obviously peer pressure is a part of life. I say life is a big teacher, you get me? But that thing there, I think it's mad, yeah. I think every youth should go through a moment, yeah, where peer pressure is prevalent, because that shows that youth, yeah, whether they're a leader or a follower, that shows you, yeah, as well as the parent, whether your child is a leader or a follower. Forget, because everyone gets caught up on the act of things, yeah.
Yep.
That some things are like, you get me, you have to get caught up on the act because they're unforgivable in it, yeah. But sometimes it's not the act, sometimes it's everything surrounding the act. It's the thought process, it's the reasoning behind it, it's what you get out of it, it's the learning curve around it, you get me? And I think that, yeah, like I said, people always have this thing about, peer pressure. But you're not going to worry about peer pressure if you know what you're on.
Yes. Yeah. If you're fully confident in yourself, peer pressure is not really that much of an issue.
You get me?
It's really not.
It's something like, it might be a personal, like a behind closed doors issue, but it's not going to be a.
Yeah, it's not a major thing. It's not a massive factor like in most people's lives. Like, if other people are doing this, I'm gonna do it as well, because that's what most people do today anyway. Yeah, everyone's just followers. Most people are followers. I'm not gonna say everyone is.
How many of you, man, out there now? Yeah, obviously you can't answer back, but how many of you, man, got the?
In the comments, you can definitely answer that.
You get me? Got the new whip, yeah. Because all your man them's got the whip. You get me? How much of you, man, went to PC of Xbox? Because everyone's got PC now. You get me? Or how much you know what I'm saying to you? Peer pressure's in everything. Like peer pressure's in. You get me?
Yeah, man.
It's not just like drugs and these things there, but with those things there, that's why full circle now brings us back to like why it's so good to communicate with your children about these things. I have some type of, you get me, some type of platform where you lot could just talk and be open. That's something I've had to learn. Can't keep flipping out on your kids, people. Like, I be real with you. Like, due time, but sometimes, because you want them to talk to you.
Yeah, you want them to be able to talk to you as well. It's not just talking to them or them being able, or them talking to you. It's them feeling like I can actually go to you and say something. Yeah, man, and it's taken me a while to understand that. I just thought my girl was soft. My girl's dad was like, he's not soft because he's old school, but he's a proper guy with it, so he's just mellowed out a little bit. But it's real, you can't just get mad now. No, you can't, bro. You have to think, because there's bare people and there's bare things out there waiting to catch you as you slip, you know? Yeah, bro. Waiting for you or you to just have a madness and... You get me? Okay, I mean, really? You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? Because it's mad, I've had a madness where the big ones, she's cut out the yard, you get me, because it's got on top for her and no one ain't been able to contact her, you get me? Yeah. But she come home. You understand? Yeah. Like after half an hour. Do you know what I'm saying to you? You know what I'm saying to you, bro? Yeah. Like, so it's not like people, they're people, your kids are people, innit? Like, you know what I mean? You gotta, bro. You just gotta be there for them, especially if they're drugs. Like, sorry to use the term, you know what I'm saying? But if they're strung out on something more and that's not what you want for your child and that, or whatever the case may be, sometimes it's not just stop it, don't do that, that's not good. Sometimes it's raw. Are you alright? What's going on? Yeah. You get me? Do I need to come and sit down with you for half an hour? Yeah, just to make sure that you're alright. Yeah, and you know what also as well? Sometimes having the understanding, that maybe your youth is not gonna get off what they're addicted to. Yeah. Because that's the flip side of it as well, this drugs thing, you get me? Yep. Because a lot of people, not everyone, a lot of people seem to think that, rehab and then sort it out and that seems to be the biggest thing in the last 10 years, bro. If you go to rehab, everything's okay. Yeah, it's not necessarily okay. Yeah, that's a quick fix. That's a you get me, a refresher. Yeah, like, that's a bandage for life, bro. Like that's what should I say, a band-aid. I reckon there's good rehabs there. Like if you've got bread, there's good rehabs if you've got money. Like, rehabs that offer probably not just like
away from the drugs, but like really
Lifestyle.
Yeah,
bro.
lifestyle and like really get on.
Of course, there's places like that, bro. But how much money you gonna?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. You gotta have bread for that.
Yeah, man.
You get me? So there's that, but at the same time, like, it's on the person. That person might just want to take the drugs that they're on, and that's what it is. And as a parent, you get that's the other flip side of it.
That's very true.
And as a parent, what you gonna do? Like, you know, it's like it's easy for me to say for none of my kids are on drugs. You get me? But you get me? Like, you can't. It's mad, innit? It's mad. Yeah, your youths and brought them into the world.
Yeah, man. You're gonna be there. You should be there.
You get me?
Long into their years, and they should be seeing you go. No parent should be suffering that ultimate thing of having to watch their children go because of an addiction to drugs. That's the worst. That's one of the worst things that I could possibly imagine. Yeah, especially any parent that has to see their child go. Yeah, but for that specific reason, it's a different level, like, because as speaking from my own perspective, yeah, my youths they're gymnasts. If they got involved in something like that now, I'd not only be devastated, I'd actually be quite scared for them, because your health has been one way for a certain amount of years.
Majority of their lives.
Exactly. Your health has been a certain amount away for a certain amount of years. For you to just ultimately stop one thing and start something else, it's gonna break you as a person. And at this time, it's gonna form a habit that is going to carry on for a little while.
Maybe so.
When at the ages, not to be funny, bro, that's what I'm saying. At the ages that they're at now, any parent that is watching their child go through any stage of something, and they're as you said, they're getting hooked on something, and you can kind of see it happening. Yeah, I fully, wholeheartedly believe, as a parent, you are not only obligated to say something, you're obligated to at least make an effort to try and help them in some way, shape or form. And I don't mean just being like, oh yeah, do you know what, I think that I don't think necessarily what you're doing is good, and you know your health's going to deteriorate, and ultimately, exactly, give them something else to live for, because it's going to take their mind off of it. It's not only going to take their mind off of it, it's going to give them an opportunity to open different doors in their lives. It's going to take them through different avenues, and ultimately, bro, it's going to show them, bro, do you know what? You've done all of that without it.
Yeah. You get me?
There's a whole lot more you're quite capable of doing, not doing that simple thing. And this is I'm talking parents of any age, because you could be a big 50-year-old person, and watching your 20-year-old youth go through this. As a 50-year-old, you've seen different kinds of things happen to different kinds of people throughout your existence. Now I'm talking even 60-year-olds, bro, coming from watching man go through madness in the 80s up until now. You're definitely supposed to say something to them. Definitely, because you ultimately know, Rod, you know what, this is going one of two ways. You're either going to continue or you're going to stop on your own.
And what you say, you might not even get the desired result, but you're still saying something.
Exactly.
You're still,
giving some your input. You've given what you needed to, even if you may ultimately think, well, you know what, I don't think it's good enough. Then if you feel like that as a parent, you give more. Definitely, because there's nothing worse than feeling like you haven't done enough for your child. Nothing worse than that.
You know what's mad, yeah? You say that, first thing that popped to my mind is that who will feel that they've done enough for their child, yeah? Now watch this.
Okay.
The person, yeah, has set their child up to to be famous, successful, financial, in a financial sense, or the person who has shown their youth love and caring and nurturing and confidence.
Who do I feel has done more for their child, or who would I think?
Yeah, who out of the both of them would have who would say that they've done enough for the both? Who out of both of them would say
who's done enough?
Yeah. Because no matter.
Do you know what? Honestly, bro. Honestly, brothers, this is just my opinion. Yeah. Ultimately, both of them should be saying they ain't done enough.
They lacking something.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's like two sides of a coin, bro. If you look at one side, you don't know what's on the other side. You have to be doing both things. If you're loving and nurturing, you still have to be making sure that child knows that they've got something behind them, or they're reaching towards something.
Do you know why man asks that? Because in man's head, yeah, see that doing enough for your kids and that,
yeah.
Apart from if you're like a deadbeat parent, mum or dad, then that, but you can never do enough because that's a whole nother person, yeah. It's like having a girlfriend, yeah, or a wife, yeah. You can only do what that person converses to you, innit? But there's a whole heap of things, yeah, what your child or what your girl or your boyfriend or whatever the case is not gonna say, get me. He's gonna expect you to get. I remember being a youth, yeah. Obviously, man's house was a bit different. Man had a stepdad, bare. And I remember like going through it, and there was bare things that I did say, but there were things that because me and mum spent some time together alone, yeah, there was things that I was expecting her to automatically understand and get.
Okay.
You get me? So there was a time where I didn't feel that she did enough. Yeah. But as a parent now, yeah, the reason why I feel like she did do enough is because she's a quick man with enough sense to make money and to not get fool out here. You get me? Yeah. Like same with your man. Like man's done enough. Whatever I did with whatever she's given, man, or even my stepdad, big him up. Yeah. Like that's on me. So I could be the biggest. Like watch this. Like I'm secret, not the black sheep. I don't want to say this. You get me? But all of them's been uni, smashed it. They're all smart, had good jobs. I'm me. You get me? Yeah. Say Nate. Yeah. You get me? But even with that, like man expected certain things to get got. But that was never the case, and man felt a way about certain things. But as a big person, yeah, I'm thankful because they've taught man bare things to just survive. Yes. And if I took that and become a mass murderer, did man's parents not do enough?
Yeah.
You get me?
I completely understand what you're saying there, bro.
I took the long scenic route to get there. But do you know what I'm saying? Like,
I can completely understand what you're saying there.
Man's there for from you said, you know, bro. From there, just from all our future fathers to say, boom, yeah, don't do this, I'm not happy to be doing this, and then they help or whatever. Whatever your youths do with that advice, yeah. This is why you can't beat yourself up. That's the only reason I said that. Yeah, is that in my heart of hearts, yeah. It's only 45% you.
Yeah.
And 55 them.
Yep.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you can only do so much.
Yep.
You're not controlling the machine.
That's right. Well, 25%, bro. 25% you, 25% the mum, and 50% them. So, you know, and yeah, bro, you're definitely right. You're definitely right in what you're saying. Because it's what you give your child and how they deal with it, or should I say how they utilize it. And with what you said about our mums, yeah, it's really weird because it's not until we sit down with our parents, and we tell them who we are through the conversations and different things that we say, that they realize, right, you know, I actually did do enough.
Yeah, for real. It's mad you say
It's
that.
nuts, bro.
I had a conversation with my mom the other day. She called me. Yeah, we have our little chats from time to time. Yes, good, man. She says love to you and that. You get me? All love and that.
Oh, mum's is alright.
Yeah, man. Same as vice versa. You get me? But we have our little chats and that. Obviously, she's in her church thing.
Yep.
You get me?
Yep.
I'm not really on that. But you get me? Works for her. Big thanks.
Yep.
But yeah, fam, like, the little chats, she's so pleased with the advice that, and sometimes what man will hit her with, like, she's like, raw, like, mad. She leaves the conversation mad happy and mad feeling like she's spoken to somebody who's really, like, who gets it.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying to you?
Yep.
And I'm like, yo, obviously, man got that from you, innit? Like, because of all the, you know what I'm saying?
Well, you see, you know, it's funny you should say that. I had a similar conversation with my mum the other day, and she left the conversation like, oh, do you know what? Yeah. She even said to me, bro, like, oh, my mum was like you the other day. Bro.
Yeah, all up, man. Come on, man. You know,
she said to me, oh, God, you know what? My son's actually, you're growing, not growing, man, but you know, like, you're growing, your wisdom is growing. And I was like, oh, really? Like, I don't feel like that. But I can imagine at some point my mum didn't feel like that with her parents either.
Does the Mona Lisa know how valuable she is? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Put it in myself, so, yeah. Does money know how much it's worth? No.
That's what's going on.
No, it doesn't.
So man don't know. Listen, like, get me. We're all a product of our parents. Get me?
Yep.
And you know, we can make our changes and adaptations to get me.
Definitely. And we all kind of have to as well. And as parents, we all have to learn how to adapt to the situation, our circumstance, and our own children. Because our children don't stay the same, bro.
No,
they do not stay the same.
They grow forever.
Yeah, and we're forever learning. Yeah, we all seem to think, oh, you know what, once we get to be an adult, yeah, there's nothing else to learn. And then you become a parent. And it's like, wait, hold on, I didn't get this book.
Yeah.
No one didn't tell me about this exam. And there's no preparation or anything.
That's it, this test.
That's it.
For the rest of your life.
Yeah, a whole test, a whole exam for the rest of existence with no preparation. What? You just got past experiences to go on. And the only thing you've got to go off of, as you said yourself earlier on, bruv, is your own childhood.
You know what? No.
No?
You've got people around you. Like I said, you had a big influence on, especially with my man.
Yeah.
Getting them into stuff and getting them, you get me, getting them always active.
Yep.
You get me? So,
yep.
Yeah, you got people around, innit? Like, I think, do you know what, yeah? I don't think there's such a thing as a good parent, innit? Because the next man will just say, I'm a better parent than you. Like, there's no such thing as a good parent, innit? But, like,
I would say, well, yeah, there's no such thing as the perfect parent. Because your child can tell you, actually, yeah, you're right. There's no such thing as a good parent.
What's good, innit?
Exactly. You only know how good you are when your child is in a position to actually verbalize it to you.
Do you know what's mad, yeah? I know, shape or form, yeah, condone killing or robbing or none of them acts there, yeah. You see these people, I've often thought this, yeah. See all these, like, a lot of these people, like Man in Pen,
yeah.
See if everything was to shut down, who do you think survived? The man who's been spoon-fed and whacked bum this whole life, yeah? Or that man who's been in there for burglary? Like, forget this and the cold-blooded and all them, man, and forget them, man, they're fun in it. But the man there who's deep in yards and that, or like people who, I don't know, are mashing up people in self-defense and getting birded off.
Yeah.
That sometimes the people in maddest places have, like, you know, them battles. They're ready for a real battle. You get me?
Yeah. They definitely are, because they've gone through. It's the struggles, bro. Different levels of.
You see what I'm saying? And some of them have been left to some mad parents, innit? Who in some people say neglectful, and I understand, innit, yeah? There's some cases where some people are like, no man's bloodline's just gang. That's just what it is. Their bloodline's gang, mum's gang, grandma's gang, granddad was
all
gang.
All they know is
like,
a certain way of life.
Gang. You get me?
Yep.
That the men are survivors and hustlers, man.
They are.
You know what I'm saying? Like there's bare different lessons in life and bare different doors and stairs and levels, and certain people are equipped to only deal with certain levels and go through certain doors, and some people are equipped to do more. You get me? And those people aren't always the ones who say come from the parents who are always at every function supporting them. You know what I'm saying to you? So that's why I say it's mad, because is there a good parent? Obviously there is, because you don't want your children to be neglected or malnourished or none of them things there. You get me?
But good parent as in what we all think we would like to be to our children. Definitely. It definitely is, bro.
But yeah, talk to your kids about drugs.
Yes, you have to. You have to. Ultimately, you have to. There's no avoiding it. You're not getting around it. You're either going to tell them, or they're going to find out some other way. And you don't want them to find out another way.
At uni.
Yeah, exactly. Or from some brother on the block. You don't want that to happen. The best thing you can do is give them the best information, which is experiences that you've gone through, because they live with you. Ultimately, most stuff they learn from is you. The one library they get to pick a different story from every day, every hour, every minute is your brain. So you have to be equipped with just as much information as they're willing to absorb. Yeah, you want to set your children, you want to make sure, in a hallway of doors, as my brother said, you want to equip your child with a skeleton key that can open up every door. Don't limit them to only being able to walk through certain doors or look through certain windows. No, everything is possible, and you're able to open avenues for yourself. Yeah, you want to equip your child with the best knowledge for the best circumstance and situation they can find themselves in. And there's a whole league they can find themselves in, especially surrounding different lifestyles, different people, and different environments. We don't know what they're going to be involved in every single day of their lives. We can't determine that. We will never be able to know that, even if we could wish to be with them 24 hours a day. They're our children, but they don't belong to us. We've said this on a number of occasions. My brother's made a point of that on a good few different occasions. We can only hope to have our children do the best they can with the information that we give them and the experiences they live through. So my brothers, I hope if you're looking at this situation and it's going on around you or in your own household, take the time to sit down with your youth. Explain to them the different circumstances surrounding the situation, and take into consideration how old they are and what they already know. You may have to ask them certain questions about what they know, but giving them more information than is necessary certain time ain't the way forward. You want to give them just the right amount so they can deal with it themselves. My brothers, I've been D.
I'm Nay.
This is the Future Fathers FF podcast, and I beg you, stay blessed.
More love.